The number one skill for women everywhere sits in both brains, front and back. What do you think it is? Speech and language. In simple terms, women are great talkers, men are not. This is not a shock. Now, in a given day, a typical woman can speak a top end of 8,000 to 9,000 spoken words effortlessly. 4 brain centres to do this in. You've got another 6,000 to 7,000 tone of voice changes with those words using 5 tones. Men can pick 3 of these. Another 4,000 to 6,000 gestures, expressions and movements. Add this together, you have 20,000 to 24,000 communication signals a day output from a communicative brain of a typical nest-defending female, effortlessly. Typical male does 7,000 to 10,000 a day. Now, will you notice the difference when you sit down for your evening meal, because he's done his 10,000. Sound familiar? He's up for a bit of fire-gazing time, thanks very much. He's got the remote control flicking from channel to channel to channel to channel. Men don't want to know what's on television, we found. They want to know what else is on television. It's a form of fire-gazing. He's scanning. And he can't hear anything at the time, so it's pointless having an intelligent conversation. You've got to get his attention. End of the day, he's fire-gazing. He's perfectly happy to do this. Through the door she comes. Her condition depends on her day. If she's in a pastime or pursuit where she may be speaking, although she may have burned up 15,000 or 16,000 words herself. Working women are close to word burnout like working men. She's been home all day with young children under the age of 5, particularly boys who don't speak, they grunt. Then she's lucky to have done 2,000 words. She's got 22,000 to go. Well, someone's going to hear them. And there's him, captive audience. So she says, "Hi, darling, how was your day?" What do men say under these conditions? Good. 10,001? Well, have you got your ticket organised for the awards down at the Hilton? Are you ready to go? Yeah. 10,002. She's thinking now, he won't talk as usual. Her dad was the same too. When he got home from work, he told everybody he wanted some peace and quiet. Men and women use speech and language for completely opposite purposes. We reckon it is the biggest single difference between the sexes. Men use speech and language to communicate facts and data. They have shorter sentences with a specific opening and an ending and at least one hard fact in the middle, using direct talk, being specific as hard as it may be. When they listen to other men, what are men listening for? Facts and data. Women use speech for a completely different purpose. Now fellas, this will revolutionise your life. Women use speech and language for bonding and rewarding. And what this means is she likes you, loves you. If she's buying what you're saying, she's going along, she wants to congratulate you, encourage you, she'll talk to you. Words are reward. Congratulations, have a few. So at the end of the day, if he's been around women long enough, he's learnt you must say, "How was your day?" or "You have a bad night." So he says, "How was your day?" And so she tells him. You wouldn't believe the day I had today. I had the day off from work. I didn't want to stay home. Remember that blue dress I bought in Hawaii at the time with the gold buttons? And I should have got the blue one because the exchange rate was much better. Now it's gone down. I've been kicking myself. But on the shopping channel, I had the same one with the brown buttons. And I thought for the awards centre, I could get Susan's mother, who's got that brand new machine. I'd love to have a machine like that. It only cost £150. She could take it off and put it on there. I could wear it with my gold shoes to go to the awards. And John said, in fact, John's mother had a hip replacement. I saw her the other day. She's hobbling along. Oh, she's in so much pain. Now, think about this. He's happily fire-gazing. And here comes what sounds, from his perspective, like an avalanche of facts and unrelated data. He thinks he's hearing problems that she's had, that she's telling him about, and expecting him to fix them. Now, he has a fix-it brain, so what does he do? He keeps interrupting with what she should have done about each of these. Well, look, wait a minute, Susan. Here's what you should have done. What you should have done was listen to the weather forecast on TV, because that would tell you what to wear, and you wouldn't have that problem fixed. She thinks, he interrupted me. She continues, well, I went to that new shopping centre and I got on the escalator, got my heel cord, broke the heel off. I was so angry because I paid £300 for those shoes. £300 shoes, broken, problem. Here's what you should have done, Cheryl. What you should do, you shouldn't wear high heel shoes on escalator. It's a very bad thing. Ankle injuries are up 46%. Wear flat shoes. Problem solved. She's thinking, he won't shut up. He's thinking, why can't she fix these things herself? Why do I have to come home and fix everything she's ever had? Now the point is, for the women, please answer yes or no. For men, this will be a revelation. If you haven't seen a man that day, or maybe for a couple of days, at the end of the day we know you are talking for two reasons: to burn up words and to bond and reward with him. No solutions are required. Do you want any interruptions with what you should have done to have made your day much better? Fellas, this is a breakthrough. You're not expected to talk. What would you like him to do? Listen. Now, with body language, here's a man listening. Watch. Now. Now, this behaviour, we classify that, we call this the grunt. And men do it everywhere in the world. When they talk in public, particularly amongst other men they don't know that well, they show no emotional condition. They grunt. They go, This shows they're interested. Now, the women, listen to this. We know that men can speak or listen. That's why they have turns. They go one at a time. That's because they can't do it at the same time, otherwise they would. If a man's talking having a turn, if you wanted to raise your own credibility and win that man over, your point of view, what would you do if he was having a turn? Let him have it. When you listen to him with the grunt. Just sit there. This takes practice and go, Now, we've studied this in business. Women who sit there grunting at a man while she's having a turn, that man starts thinking, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. Your credibility goes up. All you're using is male communication skills. Now, you gentlemen have a completely opposite situation here. Women use words to reward. They love you, like you, are buying what you're saying, they give you lots of words. The reverse is true. If they don't love you, don't like you, and you are to be punished, they stop talking. Withdrawal of words is seen, from a female standpoint, as a serious punishment. Women use silence to punish men. Men love silence. Look, if you want to punish the guy, talk non-stop in his face, change the subject. Look, think about this. The biggest threat a woman can ever make is, I'll never talk to you again. The threat of permanent withdrawal of words is a serious threat from a woman's standpoint. It makes no sense to the average man at all. Now, when women listen, they listen differently. They use their face and body signals to reflect the emotions of the speaker. So, for example, if I invited a woman in the front row to come and give a 3-minute speech, unannounced, unprepared, on a subject she knew nothing about. Let's say she's up here and she is dying. She's going through the emotional range of fear, panic, terror, elation. And she's trying her best. And after this, she's talking to her female friends at the back of the room. She wants to relate to them how she felt. She'd do it completely differently to what a man would do. If I said to a man, I'd like to invite you to speak, he'd go. And at the end, he'd tell his friends, you won't believe what happened to me. This guy got me up there. I'm never going to do this again. I'm not sitting in the front row again. He'd give her the solution. Here's what a woman might say to her friends. You will not believe what happened to me. This guy got me to come up and speak for 3 minutes on a subject I know nothing about. Oh, I died. I saw the faces. I died. It was so terrible. Oh, I'm never doing it again. Those faces, I was sweating. Here's the point. If you look at the female friends that she's telling the story to, you'd swear it had happened to them too. But what are they doing? They're feeding back her emotions on their face. They go, no, you did. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, I must have died. Oh, they're all dying together. Fellas, you want to be a hit with women in business and personal life? This is what you've got to do. Don't sit there and grunt. Feedback on your face without offering solutions. Really? What did you say there? How did you feel? No. Oh, that's terrible. Don't do this with other men. This is the reason women love talking to gay men. That's what gay men do. They feed back your emotions, don't they? No, he didn't. Oh, I'd be so bad. Now, you guys sit there and you listen to the story and go, yep. Got you to speak, yep. You need a public speaking course, that's what you need. And tries to give her this. She didn't want the solution. She wanted to share her emotion. She's going to dinner tonight. She's got a brand new dress, coming to a function just like this. She comes out of the bedroom wearing the dress, holds up 2 pairs of shoes, one blue and one gold. And she says, darling, should I wear blue or gold shoes with this dress? Love them both, I just can't decide which one. Okay, Mr. Girlfriend? Should I wear blue or gold shoes? What do you think?
It's up to you.
It's up to you. Is that a good answer? It's not a good answer.
Not a good answer.
I really need your help, darling. Blue or gold, what do you think?
Blue.
Blue. Okay, so he gave in for blue. Mr. 32 years, darling, what do you think? Blue or gold?
Well, I'd like to see the whole thing.
He's stalling. He's stalling for gold. You see, 32 years ago, he picked blue too. And that was the end of his night, wasn't it? Now, for the women, please answer yes or no. For this gentleman, when she says to him, should I wear blue or gold, is she asking him to choose her shoes? No, she's already chosen the shoes before the question was asked. He thought it was a problem-solving question. He chose blue. He chose blue. What's the next thing she's going to say to him? What's wrong with the gold? Don't you like the gold? You've never liked them. Have the courage to say what you think. Go on your own right. Fellas, raise your hand if you have had this conversation. Should I wear blue or gold is not the question. The real question in indirect female language is, tell me I am beautiful tonight. That's what it means. See, some questions cannot be answered, like, does this dress make my rear look too big? How do you answer that? You can't answer this question. Give them a round of applause. Okay.
Not only do we use different amounts of words, words can mean different things to men and women. For example, now to most men, 5 minutes means 5 minutes. To a lot of women, it can be an indefinite period of time. Are you ready yet? 5 more minutes! As we discussed, men understand nothing. Women don't understand the significance of nothing. If a woman says nothing, look out, it's something. Oh, dude, man, I don't know what happened. What happened? I don't know. I asked my wife what she was upset about. What'd she say? Well, she said nothing. Get out of the house, man! Run now! Get out! Now, this is not a word, it's a vocalization. It's a sigh. Now, when a man sighs, it means everything is good with life. When a woman sighs, it means you are an idiot. Now, when a man says, go ahead, he's being polite. When a woman says, go ahead, she's giving you the opportunity to explain whatever stupid thing it was you just did. But you need to be very careful in the explanation, because it's very likely to be followed by a sigh. Which will lead to an argument over nothing. And then you ain't going to have sex again for at least 5 minutes.